we're going to deal with a couple of basics of circles here, writing them in the equation. And the main thing we're going to do is find the center, find the radius, and given a graph, can you write the equation by identifying the center and finding the radius, basically. So first things first, I already pre-labeled these right here on the side. So what we'll be doing here is we're just going to be identifying which circle it is here. First things first is to find the center, and we're going to ignore these parts here. To find the center of this one here, we have x minus 1. In order to find the value of this, it's always the opposite or what makes it go away. If we have x minus 1, then we need a positive 1 on the x value. For the y, we have y minus 1, so we need a positive 1 on that one as well. Now, to find the radius, just based on the equation, we want this written in a power 2. So we need to rewrite 4 as some number to the power 2. So a number 2 squared gives us 4. That's going to be 2. So in this case, our radius equals 2. So the blue one here, it has a center at 1, 1. And a radius of 2. So 1, 2. We're talking about this circle here. So that's my blue. Looking at the orange one now. The orange circle, we have x minus 3, so we need a positive 3. Y minus 4, we need a positive 4. And then we have a 1 here. The number 1 squared gives us 1. So radius equals 1. So 3 to the right, 4 up. 3 to the right, 4 up. We get this one with a radius of 1. Next one here is, I have a yellow one. This one here has the exact same radius as the blue one here. It has x minus 1, y minus 1. So it has a center of 1, 1. But the radius here is 36. So when we want the actual radius, we need to write this as a squared value. So this is going to be 6 squared. So this one here, all the way to the edge. So it doesn't matter where we go from the center to the edge here, left to the bottom to the top, it has a radius of 6. Our last one, the green one here, it's going to be our last circle here. It has a positive 1, so we need negative 1. Minus 4, we need positive 4. We have a 1, so 1, because 1 squared is still 1. Now, dealing with our equations here for our examples. Now we have 3 of them. Doesn't matter what numbers we select for our x values or y values and for our radius squared here. I can place a 4, a 5, and I can say 25 here. It's just like the polynomials and finding the roots. If I have an x plus 4, we need a negative 4. So negative 4 is our x value. If we have y minus 5, we need a positive 5. So negative 4 comma 5 is our center. To find our radius, we always want to write this in a value of being squared. So a number squared gives us 25. That's going to be 5. So the radius here is just 5. Same thing if we have, let's say we have the number 3, 7, and over here I have the number 10. To get rid of the minus 3, we need a positive 3. To get rid of the positive 7, we need a negative 7. So the center here is going to be 3 to the right, minus 7, so down 7. Now the radius here, this one's a little tricky because 10 is not a perfect square or a perfect number. So I still want to write this in the value of square. In order to have this number squared here, we need to use a square root, because the square root and the power 2 is going to eliminate to give us a regular 10. So the radius here is going to be the square root of 10. Using a basic number here, a little basic graph, doesn't matter what values I select. If I say this is 2, this is 7, and then I have a little circle here, and let's say this is just 1, doesn't matter what numbers I select. My center of the circle is always x comma y, so we're going to be at 2 comma 7. for the radius here, the radius starts at 7 and I go all the way to 1. This is a distance of 6. When I write the equation, I have a 2, so I need a negative 2. I have a 7, I need a negative 7. And I have a 6. I have two options. I can write this as 6 squared, or preferably we will see this as 36. So that's a couple basics of the center, the radius, dealing with circles.